Hi friends, it is day 7 of my prednisone, and I really just wanted to come on here and thank you all for all of your support and your kind words and your encouragement getting through this. And my eczema is definitely clearing up. It's so much better. It's coverable at least, but I just really appreciate that you guys reached out to me, gave me some suggestions, ideas. Just let me know that I'm not alone in this battle with hormones and my skin. Right now, it's this hormonal stuff along my jawline, the breakout there that I'm trying to clear up. So it usually takes a little bit longer just because it's red and it's noticeable and my skin is, fair. So it just seems to show up more. But I am very relieved that this eczema is so much better, calmed down. It's not so scaly. It's still a little bit dry and a little bit pink, but it's not scaly and irritated. And if you've ever had anything like this, it's really itchy and uncomfortable, and then it makes your skin really tight and it hurts. So, yeah, just getting that part to stop has been a relief. And I'm just grateful for it. So thank you guys. I'm definitely going to be talking more this year about hormones and hormone replacement and how it affects your skin, and also products that have hormone disruptors in them. So there's a lot of food that has hormone disruptors. There's a lot of skincare. There's a lot of just topical things that you would put on. And it's kind of crazy, but those just little things like that can really jack with your skin. I never had eczema or any of this stuff when I was younger. In fact, it only started in the past less than 2 years, and I believe that it's mostly hormone related. I did start on HRT. It's been nearly a year now, and that has helped a ton. I noticed when I got these flare-ups was usually around wintertime, cold, dry weather, and then that also coincides with holidays, and I'm eating a lot of different things, and milk never does well for me. Milk triggers this hormonal breakout. I'm wondering if it has something to do with eczema as well. And listen, I've been to the dermatologist several times, and they're like, they can never tell me for sure if it's eczema or rosacea, or they're just like, yeah, it's in that kind of family and something's going on. But they've never really said that it's super internal, because it's external things that tend to affect it more. So last year in February, I actually had a flare up. And what's kind of crazy is it was pretty bad. And then I went to Mexico, and just being in that humid air for a day, it only took a day, and it totally cleared up. So definitely the dryness has a lot to do with what's going on and why it flares up and just gets more irritated. So I've really kind of toned down on my skincare. I also have the problem of using too much of a good thing. So I'll use all the masks and all the serums and all the things, and my skin barrier just can't handle it. So now, knowing that I'm a little bit sensitive, I'm not going to be using a ton of serums that cause a lot of cell turnover. So I'm not going to be using things like AHA and vitamin C, and I'm not going to be using enzyme masks and things like that, because that's just going to create more cell turnover. And that's one of the things that eczema is it's your skin over sloughing. And so I just kind of have to be aware and know. And for me, it was about a month and a half ago that my skin was doing so amazing, and I was like, I'm gonna do this mask, and and it's doing so great. And then like 3 days of just overdoing it, my skin was like, stop. So I want to remind people, when you start using a new skincare line as well, just to start slow. Start with like one thing at a time. Incorporate that in. Use it for, a week or so before you try something else or add something else, because honestly, you can really overdo it on sensitive skin or, skin that's just prone to react to things. So I want you to be aware of that. And I don't think we talk about it enough. Not everybody has this problem, but the more I talk about it, the more I find out that there's more of us. There's more of you and me that have this problem. And we overdo things and we overuse things, and our skin just can't handle all of the heavy duty anti-aging things. We really have to be a little bit more gentle with it. I have definitely noticed an improvement in my skin tone and texture by using waterless products. I'm not going to knock that at all. That has really helped me. But using too much of a good thing is always, too much. So what am I looking for? Anyway, New Year. I don't really like to make resolutions so much, but I am going to set some goals, and one of those goals is going to be talking to you guys more about skin issues like this, hormones. HRT has been a massive, massive help in my life. And as young as like 35, they're saying now, when you start noticing symptoms of perimenopause, you're probably in perimenopause. And I just am so grateful that I didn't wait any longer. I waited a couple of years too long before I looked into it, because I'm from the generation that my mom was told that doing hormone replacement was terrible and it would cause cancer and all of these horrible things. So my mom suffered through perimenopause for more than a decade. And I feel like I've been going through it for at least 5 years, and I definitely waited too long. So when I started on it almost a year ago, oh my gosh, it only took a couple of weeks and my hot flashes stopped, my night sweats. I was having like 6 night sweats every night. I wasn't sleeping. I was foggy brained. I just kind of held on to this weight. And so once I started on HRT, it only took a couple of weeks for me to notice major improvements. And, I'm just grateful for that, and I just encourage people that are going through any of these weird changes. I mean, there's so many crazy things. One of them for me was I would lay in bed and I would be trying to go to sleep, and I would feel like there was like this itch right under the surface of my skin, almost like a tingling itch under the surface. And I couldn't explain it, but it was almost everywhere on my body, and especially on my legs. And I thought, this is crazy. Well, when I went to my hormone therapy specialist, and by the way, I recommend finding a female that is a specialist in it, because just your OBGYN is not always educated thoroughly in it. And find a female, please, because a man will never understand. Never. Sorry, love you guys, but it's just not going to happen. So, when I was telling her about that symptom, she goes, I have heard that. It's on the list of crazy, weird symptoms. But the brain fog, I was getting so fatigued every afternoon, about 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon, no matter how long I slept, no matter if I took a nap, it was just a lot. And so, yeah, please, if you can look into hormone replacement, look into it. I do estradiol patch and progesterone pills. I don't do the testosterone yet. I don't know if I will. My body hasn't needed it yet, but we'll see with these skin changes that I'm having. Maybe this is part of it. Maybe I am looking at, I just upped my estradiol a little bit to see if that helps with any of these flare-ups. And yeah, I'm just kind of working through it, but I just don't want anybody to suffer like I have with whether it's skincare or hormonal stuff. I just want to share with you like my journey and what's worked and what hasn't, and hopefully it will give you guys some ideas too. So that's about it. I am going to go work out. Usually when my skin is happy, I only use this and a little bit of blush and I'm good to go. But I had to cover a couple of those darker blemishes. I feel a little bit better now. I hope that you have a beautiful day and a very, very happy and successful 2026.